Hey there, YouTubers. Perhaps I have managed to find out some more ways to make friends with loneliness for tonight. You know, as I've been watching a Japanese Television Dorama called Umi no Ue no Shinryojo. Yes, it basically means clinic, the clinic on, not on, but the clinic on seas. So, well, I don't quite know how to, translate the plot, the storyline, the, the original Japanese storyline into English, since I don't actually earn the qualification for translation and interpretation between English and Japanese and vice versa. However, I do manage to salvage a bit of lessons, wisdom, probably, if you prefer to call it wisdom, but I don't think I have reached that high level yet. But regardless, so basically, yes, the television drama named named Umi no Ue no Shinryojo. It tells you to, not to. It tells you not to pursue, to chase females, to chase women, because the more you chase them, the more the more frustrations and disappointment it brings you. And obviously, if you choose to chase after someone who doesn't give a shit about you, it can, you can already see the ending before it actually ends. It's as simple as that. And there's another lesson I suppose it's trying to teach us about, especially for men. For men, we do not. We just have to work for. We just have to work for everything we desire to possess. We desire to get our hands on. Unless you came from a very, very affluent background with fairly powerful and wealthy parents, but I don't actually have that privilege to know how exactly it feels to have a super powerful parents, so I don't. Yes. But based on my previous experiences and knowledge with Japanese television drama, I can safely assume that Japanese television drama, they have been doing a wonderful job in keeping people well informed, rather than severely indoctrinated, unlike most of the mass media companies, especially those in Australia, in America, in China, or in Singapore. I think Japanese mass media, in particular, when it comes to producing a series of Dorama series. They always, try their very best to teach you about the hard truths of lives. I still utterly have no idea on the underlying intentions of those television dramas, directors, producers, and the fellow actors and actresses. I still have I still dare to to give you guys my very own speculations and interpretations of the underlying meaning of each and every Japanese television drama I have witnessed so far. And whenever I start to suffer from emptiness, from loneliness, sometimes probably depressions and hopelessness with the rest of the world, I then seek reassurance, comfort from Japanese television dramas. Although they do not teach, they do not propagate a fancy pipe dream to you, and so that it could somehow convince you that the world is going to be a much better place tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow. So excuse me for my throat and the loss of coherence in my language, but it's I don't know. Even though Japanese television dramas almost always tend to teach you about the harsh and cruel truths of life as a male human individual, yet in the meantime, they do not make you feel more depressed, but instead they somehow manage to comfort you, to encourage you that you can somehow perform or do better next time when you come across similar situations or scenarios. Like the protagonist, the protagonist quota of this particular Japanese television drama I am talking about, named Umi no Ue no Shinryojo. If you do feel interested, you can feel free to Google the torrents, try to Google the magnet links and use MuTorrent to download those television dramas. But I still encourage you that if you do have the sufficient amount of funds to purchase the original DVD box, then I still highly recommend that you do so, because in so doing it encourages and incentivizes more creation and production of those wonderful television drama series. And yes, it also shows, by making a purchase of the original DVD box, it can help show and pay your respect to the original authors and the directors, the actors, and the actresses, whosoever. Yes, like I said, I never despise people's hard work. I always try my best to to at least incentivize their hard work and motivation to produce to produce a better quality of work done, even if they failed to deliver a quality piece of work done this time. So yes, what else? Japanese television doramas. Yes, I have to confess I have really learned a lot from Japanese television doramas, and whenever I yes, like I said, whenever I start to feel empty or deserted by other human individuals, I then go to them for more comfort and reassurances. Yes, you can count that as one of the methods to to make friends with loneliness, other than reading the Bible, other than making a YouTube video on interpreting the Bible, So yes, and what about my plans for tomorrow? Yes, I do have plenty of plans for tomorrow and the day after, and I just lack the, the 行動力, the determination to execute them in time, and thanks to my, thanks to the gift God's given me, those laziness, they starts to accumulate, and now it's getting pretty hard for me to break the vicious cycle, though I'm still trying to break it. Well, I guess I can't whinge about that too much, because I don't want God to see me whinging too much. And I know it's not productive to whinge about your own situations and your inborn, your innate attributes and characteristics. So I guess I should end the recording for now, and yes, in case God bless, I should be able to make more cold calls, and in the meantime, work my asses off, just to gather myself some more funds to found my next adventure. So I thank you again sincerely for watching and listening. Stay tuned, stay blessed, and of course, stay faithful. I shall see you on the next video on YouTube. Bye bye. Cheers.